How did that feel, man?
It felt great. I mean, we're here in March. A lot of people counted us out, and then just to go out and perform with the guys, I mean, it's just nothing like it. It's just truly a blessing.
What was it out there that you were seeing where you just were in the flow, especially offensively?
I just feel like I was lost in the game, just getting lost in the game, trusting my work, falling back on the work, and trusting my teammates and coaches.
Did you see some sort of matchup? I mean, I know people talk about the Knicks. Did you just see something, some sort of weakness in their defense that you could just exploit down there?
I mean, obviously, you want to go at somebody who's, All-American, gets a lot of awards, like great player. So, just having that opportunity right there and get to take it right there, I mean, I've just been waiting for it.
Were y'all surprised at all whenever they went to the zone in the second half?
We worked on the zone a little bit, but then, like, when it happened in the game, we did get surprised. We got tentative with the ball. We weren't, sure of what we're doing, what we're running, making, hard cuts, hard shots, and all that stuff.
Y'all built a double-digit lead, and they came back and took the lead. Y'all have had several games like that where you've gotten up and let the other team back in it. When you have that experience, does that give you almost sort of like a calming sense? You're not panicking or anything like that, even though it's a big stage?
I mean, definitely. I mean, we coached by John Calipari, so, I mean, he knows. He's been in plenty of situations, like when we're down, when we're up, all that stuff. And then basketball is just a game of runs, so we fought through a lot of adversity, so I feel like we're ready for anything.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, going off of that with the adversity, that's what DJ said you guys leaned on in that huddle, going, hey, we've been in this situation before. We can close it out. Was that the team message?
Of course. I mean, knowing all we have is us, just us. We have 8 players right now. Boogie just finally being back, which is great. Need that extra body for sure. But, just knowing everything we went through, going 0-5, start the conference, like a lot of people counting us out, like that just drives us, just flip the switch, just turn the season around.
Coach Cal told us that Boogie was worried that he would come back and hurt the team. He didn't want to hurt the team. Just what was y'all's reaction when you found out that he was going to be healthy enough to play with y'all?
I was happy. I was just happy seeing him back. I mean, I know he wanted to be out here so bad with us, so I'm just so happy for him for sure.
In the first half, I think Big Z and TB both picked up a couple of fouls, and you had to play 18-plus minutes or whatever. How difficult was that? Like, were you pretty tired?
I was definitely tired. I can't wait to go to sleep now. I can't lie.
Is it the mentality as well going into, obviously the second game, you don't know who you're going to face, whether St. John's or Omaha, but everyone in this locker room, it feels like it doesn't matter who the opponent is. You guys are focusing on yourselves.
We definitely are. We can't look too far ahead. All we have is us. We just want to stay inside what we have going on. We don't want to worry about other people, worry about the future. Just stay in the moment.
So after 20 points, I think everyone can expect another 20 points out of you next game, right?
It could be anybody on the team. I'm hoping it could be anybody. Buggy back. I mean, TB, DJ, Z, anybody who's playing. Anybody's going for 20.
What changed in the second half? It seemed like both teams kind of grinded a little bit more defensively.
I mean, like I said, basketball's a game of runs, so they won on their runs, and we won on ours, and we overcame the dub.
How key was winning the battle for bigs in this game? How just knocks out played by your guys?
I mean, it was very important, They got a nice big over there, but I feel like we got better bigs, and it showed today.
Yes, sir. What was it like seeing Jonas and his explosion today?
My God, it was crazy. Just so proud of him, so excited. We're still dancing, so thanks to him, and he's just gonna keep doing him.
Your first game back. How did it feel for you? I'm sure you've been asked that question a lot, but you looked really comfortable out there.
Yeah, just getting back in the rhythm. I know how to play basketball. It was just more so like the speed of the game and everything, but it'll soon click. And when it does, we're scary.
You were putting your body on the line. You realize I was like, oh my gosh. But does that just go to show you were just ready to be ready?
I was just doing whatever it takes to get the W, whatever it takes to get the loose ball, anything possible. Just trying to help, and, trying to get us to keep dancing.
Coach said, hey, when you asked him, you were like, hey, Coach, I'm just trying to do you really think it's best for me to come back? And he was like, yeah, we need you. What was that like? I mean, that just shows the mentality you have as a player. You don't have a perfect team, right?
Yeah, he was just patient with me, through this whole process, just allowing me to go through rehab, go through recovery, and just staying supportive of all of that. And I appreciate him, and now I'm back. Let's go.
Yeah, and you guys are advancing. That's what you aim to do, right? I mean, did it feel good that it was against Kansas as well? I'm sure you remember your 22-point performance against them in the exhibition game.
I mean, we knew it was going to be a hard-fought game, and, that's what it was. So it came down to the last wire. And, we overcame it. I'm so glad of this team, so proud of them, and, we're still dancing.
Yeah, it feels good to still dancing, right?
Yes, it does.
Perfect. Anything else you'd like to say?
Knowing that all we needed was a chance, all we needed was an opportunity to get in here. So now we taking it one game at a time, so now we just preparing for every game, and we definitely happy and grateful that we in the tournament. And in a way, you could say like a chip, but just knowing, not even a chip, just knowing that each game not gonna be easy. So no matter who we playing, just treating every game the same.
It's the next 24 hours, 48 hours, like.
Right. Really, I would say just resting, rest and recovery, then right back to work, really. We're going to celebrate this win, but not for too long. We're going to get right back to watching film and going over stuff, depending on who we play Saturday. So just really just preparing as much as possible and just seeing what our coaches got for us.
DJ, you said in the press conference yesterday that you still felt the sting of last year and what it was like tonight getting the win. Do you feel like, okay, that was a bit of personal relief?
I mean, you could say that in a way, but, I'm just happy to get the win with my teammates. Of course, last year, any loss hurt to me, so, no matter what the loss, it hurt to me. So, I mean, it felt good just to be able to get a win, in March Madness. So it felt good, and we happy.
You played well against Kansas the first time. You played well against them again. What is it about going up against a team like the Jayhawks that just brings out the best?
Just knowing that they're a great team. So just knowing that you got to play to that same level as them. Because they're a great team. So just really just knowing that and really just going out there confident. Going out there playing with confidence and playing off my teammates.
Boogie looked real confident in his first game back.
Yeah.
What was that like having that? Big Z just said he makes everybody else better.
Yeah, of course. He made it so much easier for us just having him in the game. I was just happy to see him out there again playing. That made me smile. Just seeing him out there playing again. And he helped us a lot. Not even on offense, even on defense, like pressuring the ball and stuff like that. So we definitely missed him.
Yeah, putting his body on.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Don't get hurt.
Right.
He was just playing fearless. Jonas Adu, you guys also played pretty fearless tonight. What was the reason why you guys won that game?
Yes, man.
Like seeing him emerge.
It felt good, just having him on the team. He make the game a lot easier for all of us, just knowing we can throw the ball to the post and, he going to make something happen, whether it's a good pass or a shot. So he makes the game easier for all of us. And he been playing like that for a minute now. He been playing real good. So, he makes the game easier for us, and it felt good to have him out there with us.
You guys have faced so much adversity this year, and even in that game, there was some adversity when Kansas won in that second half. How did you guys stay calm, cool, and collected and close out and win?
I feel like going through the adversity before this game helped us. So just learning lessons from that and just based really from experience, just knowing that teams going to go on runs and we playing against good teams. So, stuff like that going to happen. They went on a run, but it's really all about how you respond and just staying poised and staying together. So I feel like that's what we did. When we got to the huddle and the timeout, we kind of came together and just said, like, we good. Like it's 4 minutes left. We just had to lock in.
Is that the message going forward? Just lock in, be ready for whoever you face?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Teams going to make runs, and we know it's definitely not going to be easy. And, in games like that, that's the type of games you play in. When you face adversity, it's all about how you respond and, how you react to the adversity.
Winning a first-round game going into the second round, especially with what happened last year. Describe to me what you're feeling right now.
It's an amazing feeling, everybody happy now. Coach is happy, Last year, we had it was a little bit unfortunate, but, we got it back this year, though. It feels amazing, yeah.
Absolutely. And it feels good that it's over Kansas, too, because
Hell
they were
yeah.
talking some smack this week saying, look, we're trying to get revenge over what happened that
I
exhibition.
mean, yeah, they're just a, regular game. We didn't really pay attention to that, so, just a game.
Boogie was back.
Boogie back, finally.
How did that feel for the rest of the team to see him out there and shine?
I mean, we needed him, and now when he's back on the court, we feel more comfortable with him, so it's good.
And Jonas is big game.
Yeah, Jonas stepped up. Hell yeah, of course. Jonas does Jonas's thing, so that's all.
Yeah, I mean, for you just being a fellow big man, it was just nice seeing you guys, you and Trevin, you guys have all really rallied around each other at the end of the season, right?
Yeah, we all support each other, we all here for each other. So, someone's going to have I mean, everybody's playing good now, and that's what matters.
And especially to advance.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what matters, right? You
Yeah,
said it in the locker room before. That's what you're here to do, is just advance.
Yeah, it don't matter who. Yeah, it don't matter who we play. At the end of the day, we just want to advance.